I don't know what's going on with my agent. They're booking me in these bumfuck, out of the way, small ass towns in the summer.
Well, I mean, they work for you. You're confirming the dates.
That's true, but I don't look at things. They go, hey, we got you this, this, and this. And I go,
All right.
So, but I should start checking because
You might want to.
I'm in Rockford, Illinois this weekend and Rochester, Minnesota.
Rockford Peaches. I think Rochester's where the mall is, right?
Yeah, but
So that's something.
that's Rochester, New York, I think.
No, isn't it the Mall of America in Rochester? Or maybe not. Maybe I made that up.
No, I don't think so.
What's in Rochester, Minnesota? I've heard of that. Maybe they have a minor league team or some shit.
Something. I think it's they used to be part of Yugoslavia, but it's really. I think we've sold 8 tickets. It seats 4,000 people. It's not looking good. I'm getting all these DMs like, "Why are you coming here? What are you doing? No one lives there. It's a ghost town. It's just a hayseed."
I think it's nice. I think you're doing service to these other people that don't get the shows. I think it's a nice gesture.
I'm okay with the service industry. Thanks for your service, but no one's coming out. So people, you get the 4 guys going, "Thank you for coming here," and you're like, "Well, this is a 1,200 seater, so I appreciate you 4 coming out, but we can all do this from Dairy Queen."
Right.
So whatever. But I go do Baton Rouge.
Hey, Francois.
Now, of course, the folks, they hit you up and they go, "Hey, Baton Rouge, an hour from New Orleans. How about this? You fly into New Orleans, we'll scoop you, and we'll all drive there together. Then we'll get dinner. Then we'll go to the show. Your aunts, your uncles, your cousins, your grandma, your real dad are going to come out." And you go, "Oh, okay." And then they go, "Then after the show, we'll all go out to Chuck E. Cheese, and then we'll go to a brothel, and then we'll drive you to the hotel, and we'll sleep over."
I just picture you in the back seat, leaning forward in between your 2 parents.
That's it.
Yeah, your mother's sleeping, your dad's reading a book, and you're up there going, "Can we stop at Ice Cream Hut?"
Yeah, that's pretty much, you nailed it. You throw a few action figures in there and a Burger King crown. But you know how it is. The road is your escape, and now you're like, wait, now I'm eating dinner with my parents, I'm blowing my mom, and I'm making out with the cousin.
I hate it. Yeah, except that last part I like.
Yeah, that wasn't bad. So you're like, "Oh, okay, all right." So you talk to the parents. Flight delayed.
Ooh, that's nice.
So I'm on the horn with mom going, "Woo, baby, it's a madhouse down here. The flight's delayed. Not looking good for the pickup." So I was going to fly into New Orleans. You know, you got to connect, whatever, fly to New Orleans, then drive with them for the hour. But I was like, things are so tight now, I got to just fly straight to Baton Rouge. I'll see you there.
Okay.
So that kind of bought me some time. Get to Baton Rouge.
All right.
You get out of the plane, you get in an Uber, go to the hotel. Now they text you, "How'd it go? What happened?" You're like, "Well, I'm in an Uber on the way to the hotel." They're like, "We'll meet you at the hotel." And you're like, I just need a shower."
Now, can you say to your parents, "I need to shower"?
Yeah, no. I should. I physically can, but I'm weak, and I don't want to hurt them.
Believe me.
I don't want to hurt their feelings. I don't want to be like, I need some alone time. They're old and strange. So I go, all right. I'm gonna get to the hotel. I'm gonna do a quick shower. So I lie, as I do, and I go, "Oh, it looks like I'll be at the hotel at 6. I'm getting there at 5:40. That'll give me 20 good minutes.
Okay.
To check in. You know, drop the bags off, wipe my ass out, and I shower. What?
Wipe it out is funny.
I wiped it out because it was clogged. And I get in, I shower, I'm hustling, and now it's 5:59. I run downstairs, my hair's wet. My parents are like, "What? Why are you all wet?" I'm like, "It's sweaty." And we walk to the venue. We bump into the cousins. We see the cousins. We go in there. They're all in the green room. You want to look at your notes. You want to prepare. Finally, I give one of these to the tour manager. He goes, "Well, folks, looks like we got to get those seats filled." All right. He scoops them all out of there. He puts them right in the front row. They all have little hats that say Mark and a flag and a pennant. And I had the worst show I've had in a while. I was off. I could see them. I went to Barcelona, too, so this is my first hour in, 2-3 weeks. So you're kind of like, where am I? How do I open? What's my thing? Do I have any Baton Rouge stuff? Should I talk about my family? I was in my head, and then you're like, man, I'm super dirty. I'm talking about cleaning my ass out. I'm talking about eating ass. I'm talking about sex. So I was all over the road, big bomb. Then I go back to the green room covered in sweat. That was tough. They all come in. They go, that wasn't bad. What happened there? You said that wrong. What does ghastly mean? It was all bad. And then I had to go dinner. I had to get dinner with the folks.
That's the worst. And these parents, they fuck you. People don't realize that so much of comedy, you just want to be anonymous.
Yes.
In a weird way.
Yes.
You just want to be kind of out there doing your thing because it's work.
It's work. You're at work. They think it's this big party. And they're like, "What? Where's the whore and the coke and all this shit?" And you're like, "I don't know. I'm just telling jokes, but I got to prepare." And they think it's a big party, and then they come to the show, and then they want to go out after. Then you need a little time. You got to save it all for the show.
I think it's hard for people to realize that them, like loved ones, that it adds pressure, a layer of pressure
Of course.
when they're there because you're thinking about them. They're like, are they comfortable?
Right.
What are they going to do after? Where are they going to park? They don't. My dad doesn't know how to drive. My mother gets nervous on pavement at nighttime.
Yeah.
I get a little nervous on the weekends. That kind of stuff. So it's. I mean, I told you I shot my half hour in Boston.
I think about
I would
that
never
all the
do it
time.
again ever in my life. And now I'm doing town hall at the end of the year, and Canner's wedding is the night before. So my parents are like, "This is great. We can come to the show." And you have that thing of like, how are they going to get to Midtown? Are they going to figure this out?
Yes.
But I'm learning through years of therapy. Like they're adults.
Yeah, you figure
They
it
can
out.
figure that out. They do that, and
But you want them to have a good time. But then there's little things where, like, I'm doing a Hawk Tua bit, and I look down and my mom's like, "What's Hawk Tua? What the hell's Hawk Tua? Is that a Native American thing?" And I'm like, "Oh, this is brutal. They don't know what Hawk Tua is." And then I'm like, "Why am I talking about Hawk Tua?" I don't know. And then you have dinner, and they're like, my mom's like, "So what's Hawk Tua?" And I'm like, "It's about a girl who blew a guy." And she's like, "He blew a guy?" I'm like, "Well, he's on the man on the street." She's like, "She blew the man on the street?" I'm like, Jesus.
well, at least they ask. At least they ask, and they go, "What was up with that bit?"
That's
my
true.
parents have never asked about a bit, shit, or a clit.
Well, I don't think my mom knows what a clit is either, but I don't think she cares about, like, what's your comedic process. I think she's like, what is this thing everybody's laughing at that I don't know about?
Right.
So it wasn't about me, but whatever. And then here's the bad part is you do the dinner, you get the food, and my dad's one of these guys, too. He's, like, older, so he's gluten intolerant, he's vegan, he's alcoholic, he's this, he's that, so he's like, does the beef barley have cream in it? And the guy's like, "I don't think it has cream." He's like, "Well, if it has cream, I'm ruined. You're going to ruin my whole night." The guy's like, "I don't know about the cream." And so you're like, "Dad, just get the beef barley. We'll see what happens. I'll pay for it." Picked up the check, which is a weird feeling with the parents. And then they leave, and you have that like, woo! I call the openers, and we just drowned ourselves in vodka because, you got to decompress after that.
You really do, and it's strange. And this is my goal as a parent to not be the kind of parent that my kid is like, "Ugh."
Yes.
You want to have, because some people have relationships.
They have that.
They hug and they high five and they give each other noogies and they fist fight and they're just talking about their lives.
Yes.
It's like beautiful.
How about these kids who are not kids, but these children of parents, and they go, "Mom, I'm having a rough day. This happened." And Mom's like, "Oh, tell me about it." I would never have a rough day and call my parents.
No. In fact, yesterday, I mean, I don't want to get too personal here, but yesterday I was on the phone with my mom. I hadn't talked to her in a while, and I was telling her about the date, the Foo Fighters. I was like, "Well, we went on a date, we had a date," and she goes, there's no reaction. She goes, "Hold on, please." And she's leaving in the middle of the story.
Oh, wow.
She goes, sorry, somebody was calling me. Anyways, so yeah, we got to go to the thing. Never ask for the rest of the story.
Yeah, that's a bummer.
It's devastating.
Yeah, it hurts.
You're just like, all right, well, fuck that. Fuck me.
You feel like you're bombing.
Yeah. I mean, I told you, I went to the Louis tour. I went to 17 countries on a private jet, came home, called my mother. The phone call was 90 seconds long.
Wow.
I was like, all right. They still don't know what Paris looks like.
Wow.
It's crazy. But
See,
what are you going to do?
Mine is similar but different. It's, hey, I went to 17 countries, and they're like, he pays for all that? I'm like, yeah. He's the headliner, and they're like, do you pay him back? I mean, that feels like he's spending a lot of money on you. And you're like, well, he picked me to open, huh? He picked me. And they're like, well, That's thousands of dollars. I'm
Right.
like, yeah, all right, I'll see you later.
Yeah.
This really went a different way.
Yeah, I hope that, I do better.
Yeah.
We'll see.
Did your agent book that? No, he picked me. So what does your agent do then? They booked me on other stuff. Not as good as that, though. All right, I'll see you all in hell.
See, I'm jealous of that, though.
Wow.
That's a question. You're getting questions, for
but
God's
the questions,
sake. That's something.
The questions turn the knife. They
Right.
somehow make you feel worse.
Right, I'm getting silencio. It's like
Yeah,
they're
that's
mad
no
at me.
good.
I'm like, all right, well, every story I tell, I bring up. I'm like,
Right.
check this out.
Right.
And they're like, tell it to the audience. And I'm like, all right, well, whatever.
That's fascinating because we're both getting fucked in the ass, but in different dicks.
Different holes, yeah.
Yeah. Because you're getting no questions. I'm getting questions that will lead to pain.
Ah.
You're getting just pain.
Yeah, I'm out.